Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Kirti from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Presently I am pursuing my third semester of CSE Data Science. So today we are going to discuss on a topic of chi-square distribution as a test of goodness and fit. In introduction, we can saw that the chi-square distribution is the probability that arises in statistics, particularly in the context of hypothesis testing and confidence interval estimation. It is a special case that of gamma distribution and it is widely used in various fields, including biology, physics, economics, and engineering. The chi-square distribution is categorized by a single parameter, often denoted as nu, called degree of freedom. The degree of freedom determines the shape of the chi-square distribution. When there is a positive integer, the chi-square distribution represents the sum of the squares of the independent standard normal random variables. Properties of the t-square distribution. Properties of the t-square distribution mainly include non-negativity, unimodality, mean and variance, as well as asymptotic behaviors. Non-negativity. The t-square distribution only accepts the positive integers. It means it only accepts the non-negative values. Unimodality. The distribution is positively skewed and its mode is occurs in positive mode only. And mean and variance. The mean and variance will play the main role in the chi-square distribution. Asymptotic behavior. As the degree of freedom increases in the chi-square distribution, it approaches the normal distribution. The chi-square distribution is extremely used in hypothesis testing, particularly assessing the goodness of the fit of the statistical models. The testing for the independence of the independence in the contingency tables and evaluating the difference between the expected value and observed values. It serves for the basics of some statistical tests. Example for goodness test of some given statistical data. Understanding the t-square distribution is very useful and it is the fundamental basics of the statistical analysis. The chi-square distribution is a fundamental of the statistical analysis because it provides the valuable insight into the behavior of the random variable and it helps to make the decisions based on the empirical data. Chi-square distribution as a test of goodness of fit. Chi-square distribution as a goodness of fit test is a statistical test used to determine whether the observed frequency distribution is categorical data matches an expected frequency of distribution. It is often employed in the dealing with categorical data such as survey responses, category outcomes in experiments, or counts within different categories. Steps involved to check the goodness of fit. First, we have to formulate the hypothesis. The null hypothesis, that is H naught, state that there is no significant difference between the observed frequency distribution and the expected frequency distribution. And alternative hypothesis H1, which states that there is a significant difference between both the observed and expected frequencies. After checking the hypothesis, we have to calculate the expected frequencies. Based on the theoretical or expected distribution, uniform distribution, the normal distribution, or else something given, we have to calculate the expected frequencies for each category. Observed data. The collected data and the count of frequencies in each category is known as the observed data. Compute the test of statistics. After we get the data, we have to calculate the statistics using the formula chi-square is equal to sum of observed incidence minus expected incident whole square divided by expected incidence, where O of I represents the observed frequency in the category and E of I represents the expected frequency in the category, and the summation is taken over all the categories. After that, we have to determine the degree of freedom. The degree of freedom can be determined in the chi-square distribution as a goodness of fit. It is calculated as the number of categories minus 1. After calculating the degree of freedom, we have to access the significance. To compare calculated chi-square test statistic with the critical value from the chi-square distribution table as chosen as the significant level, with degree of freedom. If the calculated statistics exceeds the critical value, then it rejects the null hypothesis and conclude that there is a significant difference between the observed and expected frequencies. The chi-square distribution as a goodness of fit test assumes several conditions, including the data must be categorical, each observation must be independent, the expected frequency for each category should not be too small. Typically, all expected values frequencies should be greater than 5. The chi-square for goodness fit test is widely used in various fields, including the market research, quality control, biological, and social scenarios, to assess whether the observed data from conform to the expected distribution and to identify the potential discomparisons and that may require further investigations. Conclusion. In conclusion, we can see that chi-square goodness of fit test serves as a valuable tool in statistical analysis for assessing the adjacency in theoretical or expected distribution in representing the observed categorical data. Through this test, we can determine whether there is a significant difference between the observed frequency distribution and expected frequency distribution. It is helping to validate the challenge in theoretical assumptions. By calculating the chi-square statistics and comparing it with the critical values from the chi-square distribution, we can make informed decisions about the goodness of fit of our data. If the calculated statistics exceeds the critical value, then the chosen significance levels, we can reject it in the null hypothesis and conclude there is significant difference between the observed and expected frequencies. Chi-square distribution as a goodness of fit is applicable across variable fields like including market research, quality control, biology, and social science, as providing insights to the conformity of empirical data with theoretical expectations. However, it is essential to ensure that the test assumptions are we met and interpret of the results casually, considering the implementations for the further analysis of the investigation. Overall, chi-square as a goodness test significantly to the process of hypothesis and model validation, aiding research and practitioners of making evidence based on the decisions and drawing reliable conclusions from the categorical data analysis. By saying this, I would like okay. I would like to end up my video. Thank you one and all for watching this video. Please do like, share and subscribe.